Hey Royals, this is Mademoiselle Mosley again. I hope everybody is doing fine tonight. I missed y'all. I did. Look, I want to say something to you all, and I'm going to be transparent. You got any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer them. I do this channel because I want to. I want to share my point of views with you. I want to share myself with you so that you don't feel alone. I've already did the road alone. I've already traveled it. And thank thank God I made it, but I want to share with you guys cuz I don't need to do this channel to heal. I've already healed. I want you to heal. I want you to understand that you can be redeemed from anything. That you don't have to remain in sorrow and regret. You got another chapter in your life. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it before it gets you. Let's get it and steal your life away. Look. Oh yeah, this is. You know what? I wouldn't say it's the weirdest things. I just think that I wouldn't even say tested or tried because I understand things on another level. This man told me today. He said he could just kiss me on my lips. I was like, what? And I said, if you kiss me on my lips, you will launch 1,000 ships. Because my ancestors don't go for that bullshit. And listen to what I'm saying. If it's real and if it's valid and if it's true, no telling what could happen. But I was like, thank you, but no thank you. I don't know where your lips been. Okay? And he laughed it off, and I laughed it off too. Because I knew that whatever he was feeling or thinking, I don't have to feel or think that way. And he respected what I said. And we laughed and he went his way. I just thought that was kind of weird. Nobody's ever said that to me before. Since I've been to this level of maturation. When I was on another level, yes. But anyway, let's get to the message. I think about relationships because I told you guys that I'm finna get back into. I was thinking about getting back into dating or courting. I don't date. Get back in courting because serious measures. I ain't got time for that other stuff. I don't know what y'all do, but that's not what I do. But anyway, and a thing that I know people say, and I just want to explain to you guys, just in case y'all getting back into the dating scene, or whatever the thing you want to be, is that when people say this, we grew up together. Okay, that's why she calling the house still. That's why she, you know, y'all feel like y'all gotta talk. No. Listen to what I'm saying. If people have children together, I understand that. Excuse me. And if those children are old enough to talk for themselves, there is nothing I need to say to you. There's nothing I need to say to any of my children's father that they can't say for themselves right now. That's when they're younger. And the reason why I say that is because people get very comfortable in their past relationships, because some people that's in relationships right now were friends before they became lovers. This is how I feel about it. If you grew up together, you can pass this life to the next together. Because I'm not going for the hokey doke. And you shouldn't go for the hokey doke either. And I'm not saying that the person should not be able to talk if something is concerning the children that's serious. But I'm talking about just calling, just shooting the breeze and try to start some stuff. I ain't going for the hokey doke. It's not going to happen. And you shouldn't either. So like I said, You can say that line if you want to, or they say that line. Oh, we grew up together. You can pass from this life to the next life together. But that is not this. Because I learned that if you don't have strong boundaries with your ex, they're going to cause the next person you with to be your ex. And that makes no sense. That makes no sense. And like I said earlier, for a parent not to do right by their children, their child or their children, and think they have a right to me, no, ma'am, pressed hand. No. You don't have a right to me. Once the children are grown, the children can speak for themselves unless it's something serious that need to be talked about, and they need to be talked about in a proper manner. So, you know what I'm saying? You don't have a right to me. Because if I feel like somebody that I have a child with has a right to me, then something wrong with me. Like, all my children are grown. I don't need to talk to their fathers. For what? Hey, what's up, girl? Nothing. How you doing? Fine. So you have to make sure that you didn't cut all ties. Because if you don't cut all old ties, they're going to cause new knots. And sometimes they want to cause a problem in the new relationship because of the past ship. They don't want you to be happy, and maybe they may regret a lot of things. Okay, that is your problem. And then they're using the children to cause hardships so that you can break up. You know how? And then sometimes they even influence the children to say things, to act a certain way, to bring unharmonic situation into the new family dynamic, to make it hard so that the relationship won't make it. That makes no sense. But people have to wake up, because people will use your children. They will use the children that you have between you two to cause hardships in the relationships. Because also realize this, and I had to realize this in my own life. Yes, that's your child. You birthed him or her. But that child has some of him or her in them. So they might just be just as messy, just as destructive, just as ignorant, just as conjuring as the mother or the father. And sometimes kids get mad because their parents broke up, and now they want to be mad at the other man or the other woman in the relationship, but they ain't got nothing to do with it. It probably been over way before they met this person, this man or this woman. But they want to blame somebody, or the mama didn't brainwash them so much. Oh, it was her fault, or it was his fault. No, it's not. It's your fault. And sometimes it wasn't even nobody's fault. You shouldn't have been together in the first place, or either you got together on false pretenses. Let me finish this thing. So like I said, using the children to cause hardships to break up your relationship. And you act like you don't see that. Don't act like y'all don't see that. Don't act like your children is something so precious and beautiful that you don't see what they doing. You know what they doing. Be a grown up. Be mature. And see what they doing. And I'm going to let you know. I'm going to let you have that if you can't do a clean break. I'm going to let you have that old relationship, you and your baby's mother or your baby's father. Let them have that. If they can't do a clean break, if they just can't break away clean and they still got all these fragmented parts in their relationship, let them have it. Don't go through all of that. Don't go through all of that, because you need to have your stuff straight before you make another plate. Clean that plate before you make another plate. You got residue on the plate from what you ate earlier, all the food you ate earlier, then you go over here and you get dessert and you put it on the same plate. No. No, you need to clean that plate before you get another plate. My plate is clean. Okay? And have your children in check in a beautiful way. It don't have to be hostile. Just let them know this is grown folk business. They ain't got nothing to do with you. Whatever happened with me and your father or me and your mother, that's just what it was. If something happened, now we're going to grow and we're going to show up and we're going to do what we need to do. Period. So if you can't do a clean break, that means you're fractured. If you can't do a clean break from the person you with and you want to get with a new person, that means you fractured. That means you still fragmented. You still got little pieces over here, little pieces over there. Wait until you heal. Wait until you done made up your mind. Wait until you done cleaned your plate before you make another plate. So if you cannot make a clean break away from the person that you were with in the past, that means you're fractured and you need mending. Maybe you need to go on back over there for a few more years and get cussed out some more and get hit on some more. Let them steal some more of your money and let them sleep with a few more men or few more women on you. You know, go on over there and get some more. Since you cannot make a clean break, you want to remain fractured. Don't make another plate until you clean the plate that you already had. And if you can't make a clean break, that means you fractured. That means you need to go back and be mending. And you ain't got to go back to the person you with, but you got to get the hell out of here. Because I'm not taking none of that. I'm a loving, caring person. But I do love and care for myself. And I'm not going to go through any unnecessary things that should already be dealt with. And you shouldn't either. This is why I am talking to you guys about this. You should not have to deal with nobody's mess of the past. If they can't make up their mind what they want to do, then I'll give you some time. But I won't do time with you for a crime that I didn't commit. I didn't marry him. I didn't marry her. So I'm not going to do the time for the crime that you committed with the person that you was with. No, and have a rap sheet of all the stuff that y'all done went through and all the stuff y'all done did to one another. Then you want to bring it over here and make me go through the same stuff or talk about it on the phone for hours about what y'all went through. I ain't doing that. Just going back over there or go on and get your own spot. Whatever it is it takes for you to get to where you need to be. I wish you the best, but I'm out. And people say, oh, you giving up things? It ain't giving up. Like I said before, if you have not cleaned your plate, don't get a new one. Don't try to get a new plate before you clean the plate that you got. Because don't nobody want to go through all of that. They're trying to love on you and wine and dine you and rub your feet and go places with you, and you up there arguing with your baby mama, baby daddy on the phone, or you upset and we can't even enjoy ourselves because you are allowing her to trigger you and bring all that doo-doo over here. No. So like I said, old ties can cause new knots. I hope that helped y'all. Like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, get it before it gets you. I'm out.